What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fan.
Weeks come and gone, and we're off in Week 6 on EA Sports. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean. Not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Taken in by Harris. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. At the 32-yard line. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll send him over right. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's the handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. The game of 6 makes it 3rd and 4. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll give him a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They send Woods out right. They'll run here on 1st down. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. From the 39. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets this one to Harris. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
A 400-plus-yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Catch made by Mitchell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. They go play action on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st down from the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got a man left. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You want to know how strong strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Our home team, nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Getting right back to it after that interception. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36.
36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Play action on first down. Hits his running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. All right, here we go. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hauled in left side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Our score, 14-0. More coming up after this quick break. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. 2nd and 3 now. From the 43. This finds Mitchell complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Going to the ground again on first. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Gets it to him on the screen. Bouncing football, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up first down. Handoff now out of the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 32. Finds a man right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give him a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Goal to go, they're passing. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. These guys take a 20-zip lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out runs their offense. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and throw it here. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Give him 13 on that play. And they'll have 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 22-yard line.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they have 3rd and short. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this forward to the 19. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This return makes it up to the 25. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch made by Mitchell. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing from the gun. Gets this to Woods. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's a home.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the 2nd half. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Motioning one of the tight ends. Carried by Harris here, start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. He's going to throw this one. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll throw on 1st. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
To throw it on 1st down. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. They get 13 on the pickup, and that gives them the 1st. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play. And
that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 31. He's got Harris. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw now. Throw left side, complete. Continuing to move past the 45. He does it, touchdown! These guys start the 2nd half with some needed points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
That one right down the middle. And these guys get it back to a 14-point game. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And they're going to have a first down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 46, finds Woods. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send Woods out right. Throwing it to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They've got a man in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. Looking right, and he finds him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking for a throw here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that follow. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They're going play action. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
He finds Mitchell, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll give him a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing off the play fake here. Fits it through the middle. He has room past the 25. He makes it in for the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys stretch their lead to 21.
Our home team, 10.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And it sets up 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. First throw for the backup now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. 2nd and 3 now. Harris once more. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
You're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. This time it's a passing play. Taken in by Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Running behind center with Harris. And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And these guys continue piling on to this lead.
Our home team, 10.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, They just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off.
Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Finds a man right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He'll throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. They're set up at the 35 now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's up, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys trying to do some window dressing. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Throwing from the gun here. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterbacks, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Now Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they bring him down around the 34. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They give to Harris from the gun. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This is Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue...